The top four. The top four. Marvel, Pokemon, Kingdom Hearts, and Persona. With round 3 kicking us off, we have Marvel and Persona. How do we feel about this matchup and why? Thinking about all the characters, thinking about the stories that the characters have been through, thinking about the growth arcs that the characters have been through, which one for a Sonic collab makes more sense? Can I complain about something? Yeah, by all means, go for it. I'm all about complaining. But I feel like it's really a case for me of the Marvel side just rehashing the DC thing. That's something I keep going back to. Because aside from Thanos, you have Galactus, which I'm like, he's more of a Fantastic Four villain. You have Kraven, but that's like a smaller scale kind of thing. I'm sure there are other interesting things to do with Marvel. Yeah, there are. I feel it. But I feel like they would just go the easy route, you know, like the big bad that everyone knows, like comic readers and like traditional comic readers know. Marvel, it has way more stories and content besides dumb Thanos. Yeah, I feel. And the Thanos story, Thanos is an interesting character, but once again, I feel like the easy way would be taken out. Now, if you have like the Sonic characters maybe take part in a civil war of sorts, I can maybe see that being the case with the Marvel characters, but I'm not sure. Wolverine hunting Knuckles? Ooh. What if each of the Sonic characters for a Marvel storyline, they got dropped off with different teams? So like Tails with the Fantastic Four, Knuckles with the X-Men, Sonic with... Ooh, what team would Sonic? I can see Sonic being like with the street level heroes, so like the Defenders, Shadow with the Avengers, so like they're all in the same area kind of deal. But they're all doing their own thing. Amy, what team would Amy be with? Okay, let's give Amy the Midnight Suns. That doesn't make much sense, but let's give actually Shadow would be better for the Midnight Suns. Shadow with the Guardians of the Galaxy, okay. Avengers for Sonic. See, I feel like the Avengers do make sense for Sonic to be a part of if the Marvel collab was a thing. But Sonic is more so like I'm gonna go off and do my own thing, and that's why I said Defenders, because Defenders handle all the street level, threats, of course. Avengers are more so like multiversal and like world-ending events kind of thing. And so that's why I said Shadow with the Avengers, because he's all about protecting the world. So maybe that's just me though. I don't know why I put Amy with the Midnight Suns, but I can see it happening, possibly. So, but I do like Shadow with the Guardians of the Galaxy. That's a good one. Supersonic saves the world. Nah, see, I feel like if we what if we combine the Chaos Emeralds with the Infinity Stones? And that's how Hypersonic comes back. That's just a pipe dream. But hey. But yeah, I can see Supersonic teaming up with someone like not a Phoenix. Supersonic teaming up with someone like an Adam Warlock. Who was the dude that was just in Thunderbolts? Sentry. Like a Sentry kind of thing. And maybe even teaching Sentry, let's say this is a Sentry that's down on his luck kind of thing. I can see Sonic definitely helping him get to a point where he feels a little bit better about himself as an individual when he's not in his Sentry form. I'm not sure what kind of story arcs have been happening with Sentry currently, but Thunderbolts showed that he still needs a little bit more work. Ultron teaming up with Eggman. Oh, that's actually... Wait a minute. Team Chaotix with the Defenders, I'll give you that. But Ultron with Eggman? Oh, my friend. You've been cooking all stream. Ultron with Eggman makes so much sense because, like, they would both try to backstab each other. Eggman thinking that all machines belong to him, and Ultron thinking that all of mankind belongs to him. Dude. Clever. Oh, my God. How do you come up with these ideas? Amy teams up with Squirrel Girl. That makes sense. I can see that. I'm still going with Eggman and MODOK, but Ultron is way better. I mean, it can be like a three-way struggle kind of thing. I can see them both using MODOK to like further their own goals. So a crossover with Kirby, I feel like aesthetic wise, no, but concept of like cute animals or cute things like taking on world ending threats. Oh yeah. 110%. 110%. Metal Sonic and Ultron. Oh wait, dude. Ultron like tapping back into Metal's code to reactivate like the not Neo protocol, but like the ideologies that Metal Sonic had, where he's like, yeah, why do I need Eggman kind of deal? Nah. That's see, Sonic teaming up with Spider-Man. Spider-Man's part of the Defenders, so that's what I'm saying. Ultron has any life forms, so Ultron and Metal would be crazy. It would, especially Neo Metal. Like dude, Ultron upgrades Neo Metal to like, I don't even know, Neo Metaltron, nah, Neotron. I like Neotron. It kind of rolls off the tongue better. That's actually such a good idea. That's actually, oh, okay. I think Sonic and Marvel wins just based off of that, right? Oh wait, where'd it go? I lost it. Okay, hold on 1 second. I think Sonic and Marvel wins off of that alone. With Ultron and Sigma, yeah. Except for, well, yeah. True. But like Ultron just hijacks Metal. That's such a good idea. Oh my god. Okay, I like that. All right, and then Pokemon and Kingdom Hearts. Pokemon and Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, I'm gonna post that. I've been recording, so this is definitely gonna be like a video for sure. Yeah, because bro, y'all cooked with that. It was like one idea bouncing off of one another. You guys were just going back and forth. So solid. We gotta switch gears though. Pokemon and Kingdom Hearts. I still think Pokemon wins. Kingdom Hearts, love that series to death. Nintendo's okay, but we can't, like, the strictness of the franchise or the franchise developers or like franchise owners, yeah. But as far as like just story potential, you know, I feel like there needs to be at least one Saturday morning cartoon kind of thing, and then like one, hey, the world is gonna get destroyed kind of thing. So that's like my thought process going with it. Once again, Sonic getting pelted with Pokeballs, I think that's pretty funny. So I'm sad to see if Kingdom Hearts gets knocked out. That's unfortunate, but I think the Pokemon story would be good. Kingdom Hearts has more potential. Okay, fair. So one Pokemon, one Kingdom Hearts. Okay. So Clever, you are the tiebreaker. I feel like I have to stay out of this one because I'm super biased to both. Dude, that's so, oh my god, that Ultron and Metal, oh my god. Fuck. That was so good. Pokemon, okay. All right. And now we've come to a head. How do we feel? But Sonic Mon, fair. How do we feel about this? Dragon Road, great music for the finale. I gotta say, I have to say, the Marvel back and forth, I wasn't so sure about Marvel coming into this. I was 110% convinced that, dude, I was 110% convinced that Marvel wasn't going to make it to the end of this bracket. Just because of how similar, I was like, you know, that would be to the DC version, or not DC, but to the current DC crossover. But I'm telling you that I keep raving about it, but that Ultron and Ultron taking over Metal Sonic, Oh, dude. And then the different animals or the different characters with the different teams throughout the entire Marvel universe. I still feel like somebody should be with the Midnight Suns, but maybe that's just me. I like the Midnight Suns. I like their costumes. Like, imagine Shadow vampire hunting with Blade. You know, stuff like that. But once again, the Pokemon and Sonic collabs just screams Saturday morning cartoon. So the Sonic and Marvel collab is the official winner of the 2025 collaboration bracket. Sonic team, Sega, if you're watching this, you got to write down the ideas. You have to write down the ideas.